Welcome to the training video for 102.7 Chop FM. I'm Mr. Stirrup, and Mr. Johnson and myself will be showing you a few basic operations that will help you record and produce your own radio shows. The first thing that you will need to do when you come into the station is you'll need to make sure that the booth is quiet. So make sure to turn off the air conditioner. Your cell phones are on silent, are left on silent. If you have your computers open, make sure they're muted as well. So when you're ready to go live, what you want to do is hit break after up here. And you'll get this red bar right here. What that means is when you're ready to go on, when 5 more hours ends, all the music will shut off and you'll be ready to start broadcasting and start speaking into the microphones. So we won't wait for the song to end, but when it does, again, as I said, it will go silent. So all you'll need to do is turn on these microphones. You only need to use one if there's just one person in here, but for the most part you'll be working in groups with each other. So you're going to turn on the microphones and slide the faders up to around 15 right here, somewhere between 10 and 15, and you'll be ready to start speaking. So as soon as they're up, you can and the song is over, you can start. Make sure that the microphone is really close. About that far away is fine. You can get up closer if you want to, depending on how comfortable you are. You can also move it around as well. So let's say if you wanted to face somebody else in the station, if you're doing an interview or so, you can move it something like that, just so you can have like a one-on-one conversation with each other, and you're not just looking straight ahead, because you need to talk directly into the front of the microphone. It doesn't really work so much if like you're talking and your voice is being directed this way. You always need to talk right into the front. And so don't be afraid to move it however you want to. Just make sure you're moving it from the back part of the microphone. If you move it from here, it's just going to create a whole lot of sound, and it's not going to sound very good on the radio station. So don't be afraid if you need to move it to be more comfortable. So when you're done talking and you're done your broadcast and you're ready to go back to music, all you need to do is find the green play button right here on the right side of the screen, and you're just going to click it once, and that will start playing whatever song has been queued up next. Likewise, you can also play a song that's in the rotation list. Always go below the black line, because you don't want to keep playing music that's been played 5 minutes ago. So if you want to pick a song right from the list, just double click it and it'll also start playing. In case it doesn't, just press play. It's a good idea that if you're done talking and the next song queued up is a station ID, you should just skip the station ID and just go into a song, just because it doesn't make too much sense if you say we'll be back to 102.7 Chop FM and then we hear like a 20-second station ID telling the listeners that they're listening to Chop FM. And it just sounds a lot better if you go right into the music. So when you're done speaking and the music is playing, you also need to turn off the microphones. So bring them down and then just click off, and make sure that the buttons that say off are lining up. That way the microphones aren't picking up anything that you don't want the audience to hear. It's always a good idea to turn the microphones on, then slide up, and then slide down, then turn them off, just because when you're working with audio, you always want a little bit of a fade. Even if it's instantaneously, it will just sound a lot better. So just turn it on and slide it up like that. You don't need to be super slow. I actually prefer it if you're fast, just so you don't hear that fade too much. Now, when you're doing your shows, you can either play music right from the rotation list, but if you wish to add your own music in and get it ready, we can easily create a playlist for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to click Playlists in the top right corner here, just one click. That'll give it a second. And this new window will pop up. Now there should be a list of songs that will always be here. Just hit delete all. That'll remove all the songs. It's okay to delete them because chances are whoever made that playlist before, they're done their show, they're never going to use that same playlist again. So it's okay to delete it, don't be afraid. Now there are now we're going to start adding in our music. So you either want to find the folder that you want to take from. So let's say we're doing a morning show, you want some poppy music that's like lighter and better for a good drive-in show. So you're going to find music rotation folder, just click it once. And then let's say from the new music folder, double click the folder, and let's say we want Electric Love by Borns, we'll put Nathan Gold by Churches, Cold War Kids, Jamie XX, Casey Hill, Macklemore, Our City, Miley Cyrus, One Direction, all the best hits, struts. Okay, so let's say that's the songs that we want. It should all come up here. You can also search for songs individually, either by artist name or song title. Spelling does count, so if something doesn't pop the first time, just try it again. Just try spelling it again until it comes up. So let's say we want to listen to the Zolas, so just type in, hit enter. Don't hit browse because that just changes the file path. Just hit enter. And we see Molotov Girls, we want to add that. Just double click and it'll come in. So now that we have the playlist built, just hit OK. Now it's saved. And from there, let's say if we want our show to start right after Red Red Wine, we're just going to click Playlists on the left side here. Just click it once, and now you'll see our playlist that we just built is on the computer. Now, this is very important because it's happened many times this year so far. When your show is done, you need to set it back to rotation. Now, if you just keep it on playlist, it'll just keep playing, it'll just repeat all the list of songs until somebody comes in and changes it. There have been some times where I came in at around 11 o'clock and the playlist was still going from that morning show, meaning that those 10 songs were playing for about 2.5 hours. So just keep that in mind. If you want to, when you do want to switch it, just hit rotation up here, one click, and it's back into your regular rotation. So now we require everybody that comes in to produce their shows, we require everybody to save your shows all the time. So we're just going to show you how to do that right now. So if the camera wants to come over and follow me, what we're going to do is you're going to take this button on the side, you're going to press it 2 times, and the computer will switch over. Sometimes it sticks, so in case it's just a black screen, you just need to keep pressing a button until it comes onto this one. So to start recording, we're going to open Adobe Audition 1.5, double click, and you'll get this window. To record, very simple, just press the red record button right here, hit OK to any window that pops up, and it's starting to record everything that's going on the stream computer. So once it's recording, switch it back to 2 button presses and just do your show. That's all it takes to record it. When you're done, you want to switch back, 2 button presses, stop the recording. We're going to save it as, file save as, and then find the folder that you want to. If you're doing your morning show, save it under the morning show folder. Same with evening show and lunch show. If you're Nerds of the North, save it under Nerds of the North. If you're Punk Tunes Today, save it under Punk Tunes Today. If it's just a special, just save it under live recordings and we'll rearrange it. We'll find the proper place to put it. So just save, and so when you're ready to save it, just save it. Proper title. Make sure it's descriptive enough for you to find it in the future. So I like to say, whoever was in there. So if you're Carlos, Vito, and Teddy, save it as Carlos, Vito, Teddy, evening show, November 30th, 2015. That's a good, that way they can say, oh, it was that show that we recorded on November 30th. And then you can easily find it. So once it's ready to save, so right here we'll say tutorial video Mr. J, Mr. Stirrup, November 30th, 2015. Very important, don't use periods in this, because we've had this problem in the past, but if I was to save it as November 30th, 2015, it won't save as an MP3, but instead will save as a .2015 file. That file doesn't exist, so that file format doesn't exist, so not a good idea. So just stay away from periods, use underscores or whatever. So make sure it's descriptive and just hit save. It'll save, probably take about a minute to save depending on how long you went for. But it'll save. Just close it down and you can switch back to the rotation computer. Now, if you need to put it on a USB, like you're meeting with Mr. J and he's asking you to show some of your work, you need to find a USB. So one, you need to say that if you need to copy it onto a USB jump drive, put it into one of these ports right here, and it will pop up on this computer. And all you need to do is copy and paste. So what we did, the tutorial video Mr. J, Mr. Stirrup, November 30th, just copy. Now we're gonna paste it into the USB. It's important that you use this one, not this one. Use this one, not this one. So that's it. That's all these. That's your basic radio operations at Chop FM. That should get you started for broadcasting. I think we've covered everything that we need to know. If there's anything else that you want to learn about, just email me or Mr. J and we'll help you out. So thanks for watching. Have a great year.